Welcome back to the Artie Lange Show. I want to say thanks to French Quarter's Guest Apartments for being our New York City hotel. Let them be your headquarters in New York City. Go to FrenchQuartersNY.com to book your next stay. That's FrenchQuartersNY.com to book your next stay. And ladies and gentlemen, our next guest is a frequent guest on the show, Chicago fixture, great broadcaster, great writer. He here to talk a little bit about the Chicago sports scene. Dave Kaplan. What's up, Dave?
First of all, I want you to know that Crash and Burn is phenomenal.
Wow.
Going through the book, and I've always been a fan of yours, but I'd like to know when I get to come out and do the show in studio and stay at the French Quarters.
Let me tell you something.
I
was going to ask you if the biggest story was the return of Derrick Rose or Crash and Burn. Clearly, it's Crash and Burn, and I appreciate that. Dude, anytime. What are you kidding me? I'd love to have you. Come to the first city and come on the show.
I would fly out there in a second, hang out on the show, and then we could have a little dinner and have a good time.
You could stay with Filato, man.
No. I've done that. That will never happen again. The vision of him and Tom Waddle, the former Bear, here bed together was disgusting.
What happened?
Three of us in a single. They booked us at the Final Four. They screwed up.
What town?
In Minneapolis.
Oh.
And I have a picture of the three of us.
Tom Waddle, you and Kaplan, in a single in Minneapolis.
Yeah, except Filato ordered a hooker to the room.
Oh, yeah.
And what was his name?
Sharice.
Yeah.
I know Sharice. He's a hell of a guy. He uses Dollar Shave Club. Well, thanks. But, dude, anytime, you kidding me? You're one of our favorites, and I'd love to have you in studio.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of fun, so... Happy Halloween, by the way.
Happy Halloween. Derrick Rose went dressed as a basketball player tonight at the very end of the game. How about slow start, hits a big shot. I think that big shot he hits, momentum. He's going to get back into the swing of things. How do you feel about Derrick Rose?
I mean, look, Artie, he played so well in the preseason that he's back physically. It's just going to take time to knock the rust off mentally, the grind of 82 games after not having played for 18 months and dealing with this really tough knee injury. He's going to be fine. The Bulls are going to win a pile of games. And, when the game came down to it tonight, he hit the floater in the lane, and the Bulls win. They beat a good Knicks team. So, that's a big win for Chicago, and it's really good for Derrick's confidence.
Do you feel like anyone in the media still begrudges him because of last year? I mean,
definitely. I don't. I think he made the right decision, and I think, if you don't have your mind where it needs to be about an injury, then you shouldn't play. But, I had someone on my TV show just yesterday, and he's all over Derrick. He owed it to the team to play last year, and you're medically cleared, you should play. Mm-hmm. And he's not alone. There's a lot that still feel that way, but as Derrick continues to hit big shots, people are forgetting about it.
Well, what about when he misses lots of big shots like he did tonight?
Not going to happen, he's saying.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, he's not going to shoot 100%. He's going to have bad nights. He had a bad night against Miami the other night.
Yeah.
You give him a couple of months to just round back into basketball shape. He's in great physical shape, but the grind of the NBA, this is a Bulls team that can make a deep run and maybe win a title.
So you feel like this Bulls team can beat the Heat?
Yes, I do. I believe they can. Now, they cannot afford an injury, obviously, to Derrick, but they can't afford an injury to Noah because they have no depth inside. They've got 78-year-old Nazir Muhammad as their backup center, and then Taj Gibson slides over from his forward spot to play inside as well if they need somebody. They don't have enough depth there. So if they get any injuries, they can't beat them. But if they stay healthy, they can.
I'm a Heat hater. I'm a Knicks fan, but a Heat hater. I think at this point I'm old and a curmudgeon. I'm more into when my enemies lose or when my friends win. I'm so negative. So I'm a Bulls guy, man. Now you got Derrick back. I am a Bulls guy. Beat the Heat, please. How possible do you think that is?
I think they've got a shot to be able to do this. Look, the Heat's a great team. I despise them as much as you do, but tip your cap. They're a two-time champ. LeBron's a great player. He's a crybaby, as is Dwayne Wade, but they are very talented. Now, can they physically hold up for 82 games? I mean, Wade already looks like he's aging and he's breaking down. So
Yeah.
I don't know if they have enough firepower if Wayne goes down. And Chris Bosh, let's not forget, Game 7 last year scored exactly 0 points. So if he doesn't step his game up on a nightly basis, then I question whether they have enough firepower.
Yeah, I hope so, man. I hope so. I mean, yeah, Wade is a guy. Hey, Wade's a Chicago guy. From the great city of Chicago, and amazing player. But he's looking older than his years now. But
now you said you're a hater. I went on Twitter tonight and tweeted how much I loved watching the Cardinals lose because so-called best fans in baseball lost the World Series. My Cubs stink. I know that. So nothing makes me happier after them winning and they aren't there to see the Cardinals go down. I despise the Cardinals.
I know the Cardinals Cubs thing big. How about Brock for Brolio? Let me just say that.
Out too well.
But no, the best fans in baseball. You got a lawsuit there. The Cubs could be 50 games out, and that place is packed.
Yeah, it's still the best place to go watch a game. It's a lot of fun. You and your beautiful fiance should fly into Chicago. We'll go eat some Lou Malnati's deep dish pizza, and we'll go sit in the bleachers at Wrigley. You will have a great time.
Next spring, I'm going to try to coincide a book signing with a stand-up gig, and I'll do just that. You got a date there.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun.
Anything, Johnny? I mean,
talking baseball still, I guess. I mean, we were playing a phone call earlier tonight about a Red Sox fan calling in and complaining about the way.
Did you hear that, Dave?
John Farrell.
Can we? You know what? You bring up a good point, John. Before your question, listen to this guy. Calls up a Sox sports station this morning, a Red Sox fan, and is bitching. Talk about negativity. Listen to this call.
Billy's in Lynn. Hey, Billy.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Good morning.
I didn't want to be negative or anything, but I just thought Farrell still made a lot of crappy decisions.
I agree, Billy. Let's start with the top three. What are the worst moves he made last night?
Well, leaving
Wacky.
Idiotic.
Wacky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stupid. Maybe it's me just being negative.
No.
What else? What else?
Fire him.
Ridiculous.
What else?
Letting Workman hit was brutal.
He did it last night.
Workman hit last night?
He DH'd last night.
He didn't hit last. I'm talking about the series. I just thought he had a bad series.
Yeah.
Not night.
So
not last
talking
night.
game-
Like I said, they won it, but
Hey, how about pitching?
Talking game 3,
How
right?
about pitching Longoria? Not smart.
Right.
Right?
Seems like
Get this guy out of here.
Let's
go.
Fun of me, but I thought he made some.
Make fun of him.
What should we?
Horrible moves,
What do you
that's
want to
all.
do about that, Billy? You want to
No,
replace
I
him?
don't want to do anything about it. I just I don't know.
That's how you wake up today, Bill. You wake up today saying that stupid idiot manager.
How's that, Dave?
It's morons like that the athletes, the coaches, the managers, they go, man, there's some real idiots in the fan base. They just won the flipping World Series, and this guy isn't happy.
It's unreal.
Yeah, any chance that if the Cubs win it all, any chance that happens in Chicago?
I doubt it. They'll still be partying at that
Exactly.
point.
Let me tell you something. If the Cubs ever do win it, it will be a sick party in this stuff.
It has to happen
Clint-
eventually.
Listen,
right?
I'm going. I told Dan Filato this already. Cubs ever get there in my lifetime, and it's a possibility of clinching at Wrigley, I'm going. I'm going to that. I don't care if people hate me. I'm going to that game because that's where the party's going to be.
Yeah. In 2003, I was doing the post-game show the night of the Barkman game and all of that, but I had tickets that I bought through the team. And so now we're coming home to clinch in Game 6, and somebody I know, a friend of mine who does exceptionally well at the Mercantile Exchange, calls me up. He said, okay, I know where your seats are. I saw your family sitting in them. I will buy those 4 tickets, and for those 4 tickets, I'll give you $15,000.
Wow.
And I said, no shot.
Good for you.
This is the one team in my heart. One team courses through my veins. They could clinch to go to the World Series, and you want me to sell them to you? No shot.
Good
Not
for you. If they ever had a chance of clinching at Wrigley, I would go, and I would tell people I'm Jeff Garland. That's what I would do. Deal with it.
I got one more question for you. Back to basketball. I was curious how Joakim Noah did tonight because I was looking at the box score from their first game, and it almost looked like he was inactive. He had like 2 points. It just didn't seem like he did much. I talked to Ala Abdelnaby about it, and he said, yeah, that's not his game. But, I mean, it's basketball. Some part of your game has to be contributing in the box score,
Absolutely,
right?
yeah.
I mean, how did he look tonight?
He did not move well again. Didn't score great. He did not move well. He's got a strained groin. He's playing through this.
We know how that hurts.
And that'll leave a mark. And he's struggling with that. He's got no explosive ability to get off the floor. And that's where he makes his hay because he outplays guys with effort. He just can't right now.
Okay,
Hey,
that makes sense then.
What do you hear about Cubs manager, Ozzie Guillen? What's going on over there?
I talked to Ozzie. He wants the job bad. He's got no shot. You have a better shot at managing.
That is a bold statement.
Now,
You should go for it.
Here's the guys who I think are really in there. I think they're serious about Rick Renteria with the Padres. Brad Ausmus, who's never coached in his life, works in a Padre front office, but has an 18-year track record as a catcher. He's fiery. He's a Dartmouth grad. And I think they look at him and they see a mini Girardi, a mini Mike Matheny. So I fully expect Brad Ausmus to be in a hunt big time.
Who has a better chance of coaching the Cubs, Ozzie Guillen or Ariel Castro from Cleveland?
I would say Ariel Castro.
And not only was he in jail, he's not with us any longer. I don't listen. The Cubs again. I'm a Yankee fan, but what a great place to see a game. And look, unless they were playing the Yankees, I'd certainly root for them. What the hell?
You know what? I begged Joe Girardi to take the Cubs job, and he's very happy out there. His family loves it out there.
Yeah.
He's a Chicago guy. He was drafted by the Cubs, went to Northwestern, from Peoria, but that's his hometown. He's a New York guy now, so our loss in the Yankees game.
No, I love Joe Girardi. Props for turning out somebody
By the
like
way,
that.
you know who I had on the radio last night was Reggie Jackson.
He's got the book out. We're trying to get him, I hope, Dan, right? Or we have feelers out. How was Reggie?
Well, you know what? I can book him for you because I had to do all of Filato's work when he worked with me back at GM. So.
Dave, please, you know what, Dave? I'm being dead honest with you. Please do Filato's job. Get me Reggie. Tell him it's Artie Lange. I met him at Stern. I wrote about him in the book. I mean, send him the excerpt from my book about the night, and he doesn't care.
He was one of the top 5 interviews I've done in 20 years.
Was he honest?
But He was honest. He was phenomenally good. I mean, talked about what an idiot he was at times, how bitter, how rude. But he talked about Billy Martin. He talked about racism. He was outstanding.
Who did he say was racist? He brings up the typical names: Billy, Nettles, Munson, Piniella, right? I mean, who was racist?
He actually talked about how close he was to a number of the guys on the Yankees. He mentioned with very nice words about Greg Nettles. He did fire on Billy, did think that there was some racism there and the way he treated him.
Yeah, a lot of people say that.
But he also said, I said to him, boy, I would love to have interviewed a guy like you back in the day, willing to say what's on his mind. He said, yeah, but you got to remember something. This is 2013. He said back in 1975, it was a different time. He said they were not taking a tall, strong, proud black man the way they would today.
I know. Well, listen, again, all is forgiven when he hits 3 home runs in one game. But you're right. Listen, I'm not naive. Much different time. But I heard the book is great. Did you read the book?
I just got it today. The interview was yesterday. It just came today.
Yeah. Well, Crash and Burn is a better read.
I'd much rather Crash and Burn.
Thank you.
No question.
Yeah, I forgot Reggie's book is out too, and I don't know how his e-sales were, but mine were fantastic. Mm-hmm. Dave, listen, buddy, always a pleasure when I have you on, and please come back soon. And it's an open invite, dude. Get to the city that never slumbers. Get Tom Waddle, get that hooker Dan Order, and get over here.
I will come out there with Keisha, and we will be there.
The great Dave Kaplan talking Chi-Town and the Reggie book. Yeah, Dan, come on, get him in here. Let's try to get that bastard. I know it's a tough one, but let's get challenges. Dan will say absolutely, and then tomorrow he'll go, okay, Brian Jones is in at 3 o'clock. Artie Lange Show.
The Artie Lange Show, weeknights on Audience, only on DirecTV.